There we go. Alrighty. I think there's a good place. I don't know. Well, since the last time I did one of these, man, I don't know. It's been a kind of wild ride. I mean, I'm obviously not walking this time. It's not like I didn't have a car before. I just didn't really care to go and drive it around my neighborhood. But at this point, you know, it's better than nothing. You know, I was kind of lost. You know, I was just driving around here for like in circles or around my neighborhood, and I just realized that like, what separates me from everyone else here? You know, I looked onto that road. I'd see people going into their houses. You know, coming home after a long days of work. You know, they were exhausted, but probably waiting to get home to their wife and kids. You know, they were probably waiting for something. You know, excited to get home, maybe, or maybe they weren't. But the point being is that they had something. I'm literally just driving this fucking road for the fuck of it. You know, like what is there for me? What is there besides this damn road in me? You know? Why am I here? No one wants to drive around for fun, you know? But here I am. No purpose. I realize that's what separates me from everyone else. Everyone else has a purpose. You know? They have a reason, you know? And I guess for me, it's just like, I don't know. The reason is kind of just a little shaky for me. I don't know what my purpose is. But what I do know is that I want to make the world better. You know, I don't think that just because I don't have a purpose doesn't mean I can't do good things. And I don't know, man. You know, I'm going to my community college, and I don't know what I'm going to do after that. You know, I don't want to, but I'm trying to become a mechanical engineer. And it's just, you know, for what purpose, man? It's like I'm killing myself for what reason, you know? Why? Why would I do that to myself? You know, it's just, I see it as, okay, if I suffer a little bit here, I can get money down the road, but what's that money going to be for? You know, there's no grand scheme in my life, you know? I don't even enjoy video games anymore, you know what I'm saying? It's just all so meaningless. I like my cars, but even then, those get a little boring, you know? What is there? This is the issue with my first relationship. I didn't have a purpose. And I decided that the best course of action was to just simply dedicate my life to some girl. And, you know, that's problematic in so many ways. Dedicating your life to someone is just so... It basically is taking the responsibility for your own life and putting it in their hands, you know? If you don't do this, I won't be happy, you know? Rather than creating your own happiness. And I get that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know how to enrich my own environment. I don't like the things I used to like, you know? And I can't, on my own, be happy. Because what kind of person, can just be alone and happy, you know? I get if you didn't have time to do things on your own, you never had time for a hobby because you're always with other people, but for a person like me who's just lacked connection all his life, I'm always too awkward, too scared, you know, too ugly to, you know, connect with people, and it's just, it really makes you think, you know? Is the root cause of this all just because I lack, you know, the ability to connect? Is the issue truly me? Do I just simply lack the ability to connect with other human beings? I have friends, but either they are halfway across the damn world, or they just don't really talk much, and we don't really say much to each other anymore. After high school, there's no force keeping us together, which kind of really just makes it so there's no one has to really pull up with me anymore, And it's so funny because I had gotten so far. I had made so much progress too. I had really made so much progress in becoming a better person, having a fulfilling life, and then I left school, and that's the only place where I get really a lot of my socialization from. And school is where I gymmed at too. I was gymming at the school because guess what? The school has a nicer gym, more free weights, and why not? It smells like BO and rubber rather than fucking Febreze, because the gyms the gym in my town is like a $40 million fucking facility that I work at. So why would I want to go work out at my work? I work there at an unrelated job that's not part of the gym, so it's like PTSD going to the gym there. And then I see people and they want to talk to me, and it's like, cool, but I'm trying to have my moment here, have my main character moment, and I'll kind of ruin it. But it's just my daily life. I barely do any sort of connecting with anyone, and I think the connection I'm missing is the connection on a deep level with someone. I have tons of surface level connections. Maybe a little bit less than the average human, but I still have a lot. And I just feel like in some way I'm hindered. Somehow I just don't, I'm just, I guess, not sociable on that deep level. Or maybe no one matches mine. I don't know, I can't even talk to girls anymore, man. I just don't even know what to say, what to do. I've no one to talk to, no one to vent to, no parents to vent to, no trusted friend, no, girl to vent to, I opened up to a girl once, and then we never talked ever fucking again. We were literally in the talking stage, opened up to her, may have said a few dark and morbid things, just because I was sad, and you know what? Things got awkward, and never talked to me again. Don't open up to girls. They won't, they'll get scared. They won't respect it. They don't understand, I guess. Or they just don't care to. Why would I care about what a woman has to say anyways, Also, 6,500 RPMs is so much fun, compared to being down in the dumps. I'm gonna die someday in this stupid-ass fucking car. That's the only thing keeping me going, this fucking car. That's why I'm in here today. I love cars. Otherwise, I'd be tweaking out. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, last night I was tweaking out too. I was honestly on the verge. And if I'm gonna be real and just talk, without any filter, I've been thinking about killing myself for the past few weeks, man. I've really been thinking about it. I'm an adult now. I have access to whatever the hell I want to, Went out and bought myself a gun. Not really, it was given to me, but you know what I'm saying? Same sentiment. I have a gun in my closet. It's there. Whenever I want to, I can just open that shit up, pull the trigger. My mom doesn't want me around anyways. She's pissed that I'm staying here at her house. She charged me $700 for rent. She's pissed. Why even be rent anyways, What's the point? My ass just fucking, it's just this toxic feeling of wanting to just give myself to someone, being constant servitude to someone. Because I feel like the only way to give myself value, or I wouldn't say giving myself value is the proper term for it. It's more like, rather than giving myself value, giving my life value, you know? I just feel like there's no color in it, you know? There's just I'm just a colorless person, you know? But when there's someone, you know, like a girl, my life is completely different, you know? I'm a completely different human. You know, I'm able to think, breathe normally, you know? I'm able to, you know, at least have some sort of, you know, fun. I can have fun, but it's all surface level. You know, deep down, I'm fucking hurting. You know, my dad killed himself for the same fucking reason, you know? He hadn't talked to a girl in fucking 7 years. Sat in his fucking room all day smoking weed, growing that shit, for real. You know, it drives a man fucking insane. I'm going as insane as he is. He was. Truth be told, I know why he was so fucking adamant that I get a girlfriend. Because he's afraid to talk to women now. If I'm being dead fucking serious, before he met my mom, he was the kind of guy who talked to women all fucking day, every day, you know? You know, he was a fucking player, but, you know, after my mom, he just couldn't do it anymore. And I really saw that. I realized that pretty recently. I just... Man, it makes you wonder, man. You know? You know, my ex offered to get back with me, and obviously I've already said that in one of my previous, you know, recordings, but how bad could it have really been? You know? Sometimes I think that. You know? I don't know. And honestly, I don't know if I'll ever meet the woman who's supposed to be, you know, like my quote-unquote soulmate or whatever. I want to be loved, man, unconditionally. You know, my mother, she said some terrible things to me, you know? Done some terrible things, said some terrible things. She keeps saying terrible things, man. Like, how am I supposed to be good for myself if my mother doesn't even love me? You know what I'm saying? My dad's fucking dead. My stepdad, he acts like a jerk all the time. Always yelling at me and shit. And then he tries to pull that shit like, I'm sorry, man. I was just upset. You know, I worked a long day. You know I love you, right? You loved me when I was 7 years old and you kept calling me a fucking retard every fucking day? Are you retarded? You're a fucking retard, huh? Yeah, you kept fucking calling me that. You know, it's just not a... It's not a good thing to call your kid, you know, or at least the person you want to pretend that's your kid. You know, all there is the road, man. You know, why? Really, why? What's the point? You know, like I go to work every day. You know, I go to work every day just to fucking live. Not every day, but you know what I'm saying. I go to work. I go to school. You know, for what? What am I doing there? You know, yeah, sure, I'm learning some fucking things at school. You know, like whatever. You know, university. You know, like college. Cool, whatever. But like, what am I actually fucking doing? You know, like, what am I actually here for? What purpose do I serve? You know, there's no war to go fight. You know? There's no people to save. You know, I just want to help people. But, I don't know. I also want to be rich, though. Let's be honest. Let's be for real. I ain't being rich with being no fucking firefighter or police officer. Let's put that on. Let's put it on God. They don't even help people half the time. You know, firefighters are cool, but police officers, you know, I've seen them honestly do more harm than good. So I just can't stand